Hey, good evening. It is July 7th, 2024 at 9:40 p.m. and it is time for the Burning River Browns talk show. Thank you for joining me. I am the host, Lou Marconi, at L Marconi 251 on Instagram, at L Marconi 1973 on Twitter X. I appreciate it. Burning River Browns Talk is a part of the Fanatical Elves Network, which is a subsidiary of the Fans First Sports Network. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. A lot of great people providing a lot of great Browns content. So we're about tomorrow will be 2 weeks away from rookies reporting to training camp. So it's coming up quick. There's things to talk about, and there's some things that seems like it's ad nauseum. So I was taking the approach recently. I'm going over history with the Cleveland Browns. I talked about why I don't think Art Modell should come in the Hall of Fame. I talked about Marty Schottenheimer, the coach of the 80s. And I just recently published an article regarding Clay Matthews, the great linebacker for the Cleveland Browns, number 57. And he's yet to be enshrined in the Hall of Fame in Canton. And I think it's an absolute travesty that he isn't yet. I think it's only a matter of time before he will be, and it'll be well deserved. But that's what I want to talk about. There's a lot of history with the team that a lot of younger fans aren't familiar with. So I think that's something I can bring out as content for people to understand and share and learn about. So before we go any further and we go into it, I do need to pause for a break from our sponsors right now. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Much obliged. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for staying. Okay, well, let's talk about Clay Matthews. Um, I have my stat sheet here in front of me about him. He was drafted with the 12th overall pick in the first round in the 1978 NFL draft by the Cleveland Browns. He is Clay Matthews Jr. His son, Clay Matthews III, played for the Green Bay Packers the last time they won the Super Bowl. And I believe he finished his career with the Los Angeles Rams because the 2019 game, if I'm not mistaken, was the Rams in Cleveland playing the Browns on a Sunday night. And Clay Matthews was inducted as a legend, which absolutely was great. So his son could be in attendance for his father. His father, Clay Matthews Jr.'s father, played in the NFL in the 1950s. His brother was drafted by the Houston Oilers in 1983 and went on to a Hall of Fame career himself, Bruce Matthews. But he was out of the University of Southern California. He was a former USC Trojan before the Browns drafted him. But in 78, the Cleveland Browns, I said this, they didn't just draft a linebacker, they drafted a legend. He played for the Browns from 1978 to 1993, and then he finished his career from 93 to 96 with the Atlanta Falcons. So he played in 19 consecutive NFL seasons. He played in 278 NFL games and started 248 of them. His career recorded like about 1,600 tackles, almost 70 sacks, 36 interceptions, and he had 4 Pro Bowls. The longevity and production alone should put him in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he has better statistics than Junior Seau, who's already in. And you could say our Junior Seau belongs in the Hall of Fame, sure, but so does Clay Matthews. And I think it's ridiculous that he's not in, and I don't know why he's not in. I'd like to hear more about it. Maybe if those '80s Browns teams would have won a Super Bowl, it would have been could have done it. So that's really kind of giving you the idea. His most famous moment was the 1989 AFC divisional playoff game where the Buffalo Bills were in Cleveland, and we the Bills were, I mean, the Bills really, that's when they started doing that hurry up offense that Jim Kelly perfected in the early 90s. And they were just boom, 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 boom. That's where they kind of figured it out, was the second half of that game. And we had trouble stopping it. And when I don't want to say we got lucky, but Clay Matthews made a great play where he intercepted the ball on the 1 yard line to end the game. And all Kozar had to do was just quarterback sneak it up the middle and run out the clock to win the game. And the Bills said, "Yeah, we didn't win the game, but it kind of made us figure out our offense for the next 4 years." Marv Levy said that. So to keep in mind, Clay Matthews made an unbelievable once in a lifetime play in that game. He's made lots of great plays. Hall of Fame quarterback Warren Moon said that he was the best linebacker he ever went up against. And Warren Moon played for the division rival Houston Oilers at the time, and that was in the old AFC Central. And Warren Moon was a phenomenal quarterback back in his day. So to kind of give you just a heads up in the synopsis of everything, Clay Matthews deserves to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame because in a few short weeks, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's is it August 3rd or August 4th is the Hall of Fame game. I'm gonna double check that real quick. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment to take a quick look because the Hall of Fame game is coming up pretty soon, and with that comes the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. So with that induction ceremony, you're not going to hear Clay Matthews' name be. It is Thursday, August 1st, the Hall of Fame game, and it's the Bears and Texans. Okay. Thursday, August 1st. I was thought it was going to be a Sunday night. My fault. Thursday, August 1st at 8 o'clock on ABC. Interesting. Will be the Hall of Fame game, which is a preseason game. Bears Texans. And in Canton, they're going to be inducting a class. So I'm lobbying right now for everybody that votes. If there's ever a person that deserves to be in that Hall of Fame more than anybody else, it's linebacker Clay Matthews. He's absolutely deserving of it 100%. And I think he might get in next year. He's been a finalist, he's been a semifinalist. There's no doubt about it. He belongs into the Hall of Fame. And I think maybe if he maybe played for a different team, it might have been a different story. Cleveland Browns, sometimes I'll say this publicly, that sometimes they don't get the respect they deserve. Maybe because we have to go out and we have to earn it. But Clay Matthews belongs in the Hall of Fame. If you disagree with me or you agree with me, feel free to comment. Feel free to say whatever you want. But he was one hell of a player, one of the best that I can remember. And of course, it's my childhood, so I have a little bit of nostalgia from it because he played in the '80s and the early '90s when I came of age. But you know, it's just a matter of time. He should get in. I mean, Gene Hickerson should have been in long before he was, and he didn't come in, and he was an old man in a wheelchair when he was allowed in, and he belonged in. So it was a travesty that Gene Hickerson took as long as he did. But Clay Matthews will get in, and I appreciate it I'll appreciate it when it does happen. So keep in mind that's what I'm talking about. So I'm doing more of a historical look at the team to really go through everything. Just 19 years, 19 consecutive seasons in the NFL says a lot to play that long. That longevity is just outstanding. And I said I'm kind of taking an approach between now and training camp where I'm going to talk about historical moments and some of the history of the team and just things that people need to kind of take a new perspective on, just so there's an understanding of it. And there'll be lots to talk about. And I do appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate you joining me. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate the emails, everything. Hey, agree or disagree. I'm fine with it. I'm open to the discussion. Just, bring facts with you when you do that. The Cleveland Browns first preseason game is August 10th, and that will be, if I'm not mistaken, they will be hosting the Green Bay Packers at 4:25 p.m. at Cleveland Browns Stadium. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to look forward to it. I want to let everybody know that, training camp starts in 2 weeks. Can't wait. And the rest of the summer is going to fly by. 4th of July already passed. I hope everybody had a happy and safe 4th of July. I hope it went well. Cooked out with my family. We went to the pool and we got together and we watched the movie. So we watched the new Godzilla movie on Max. That's what I did with my wife and my kids. So we had a great time. We had a great holiday. Once again, thank you for joining me. It's a Sunday night. I'm going to let you have your Sunday night back. I want to let you know that I will be back here again tomorrow night at 9:40 p.m. and with a new topic to discuss. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Burning River Browns Talk on the Fanatical Elves Network, subsidiary of the Fans First Sports Network. And always remember, when the river burns, it burns brown and orange. Have a great night.